What's up? What's good? My people of YouTube, what's going? How you? Oh, okay. Anyway, yo, of course I'm here. Joseph Allen bless me. Uh, I'm here. I'm here to spread the word. Of course, I'm going to continue where I left off on semester 8 and explaining that to you, fellow people. And I'm gonna see what theories are interested by me. And I want to explain them to you and see how you guys feel about that and see if you guys actually got the same thing, got the same message here. So, um, let's dive into it. Transition away. So, lesson 36 is how to live with tension. And this semester is pretty cool, and it's written by a guy named Dr. Johnson, and the book is called Eat, Drink, Be Merry, and Live Longer. So, the whole purpose of him writing about this is he wants to give people the definition of what tension really is when it comes to comparing it to another negative emotion. Tension is what makes people go. Is what Dr. Johnson was it really explaining is that it really motivates people to do something about their problems, while stress is just like one of those things you think about while you're doing something else. It's not really helping you out because your brain is not there all the way there mentally when doing an activity. I'm stuttering today. We're gonna get over this. I got a lot to shoot, so we're gonna do it. So we're moving on. So, got the tension. Let that ish go. Bottom line. Alright? That's how I'm gonna say it. Yeah, okay. So, moving on. Lesson 37, how to avoid the trap of competition. And really what this means is that since I kind of know about this already and I was reading it, the person who wrote it was Beecher. So this article or this book was written by Willard and Margaret Beecher, and their book is called Beyond Success and Failure. I like the title already. It seems informative. I'm reading more. I'm so excited to hear the rest. And their areas that they hit on is competition because, of course, succeeding in competition is key. It is the root of success itself, where everybody knows what they're feeling is the same thing. So the best way to look out for that trap would almost be to only compete in activities that you know are only going to boost you. I know it's a very broad answer, but let's think about what I'm saying here, right? The reason why you want to maintain this idea of not falling into the trap of competition is just because that once you lose, you feel like as if you want to keep going until you win, and you'll compete with anybody that wants to try, because all you want is that given moment of your mind telling you that you have succeeded at beating this person. It's not about that. Success isn't about beating others. Success is about learning from yourself and then projecting it out into the world and showing them what you've learned. So that's why, the Beechers, sorry, I'm a little childish, but the Beechers are cool. I like this book. I really do. I'm almost thinking about going into it a little bit more, but can't do that right now because for the sake of this video, we are moving on. Transition, please. Lesson 38. Lesson 38. How to make your own luck. How to make your own luck. Let's get it. Lesson 38 is a pretty short one. It is made by this guy named William Maxwell Art Itkin. Itkin. Yeah, Itkin, because the A is definitely silent in this. So, William Maxwell Itkin, and his book is called The Three Keys to Success. So, what Mr. Atkin is really saying is that you have to have trust in yourself, because trust in luck is really you trusting yourself. and how grateful you are in your situations. Because when we trust ourselves and we don't know it, we receive things out of the raw emotion, right? And as we do that, things come in that we think are unexpected. When really our minds are really keening to those things because they know it's going to help us succeed. So trusting in ourselves is far more important than trusting in luck. That makes so much sense now. Because I thought it was just about something totally different, about making sure you keep the raw emotion going. But really, it's more about trusting yourself and knowing when you're doing the right thing that other things will flow. They will follow. It's how it moves. It's how it guides itself. How the world and the universe wants to present things to you. Is that when you trust yourself and you are fine with the decisions that you're making, things are going to be added onto it. And when it's all good, when your karma or when your energy is everything including positive. Oh, sorry. When it's everything but negative, you're going to be fed good things, and people are going to call that luck. But really, it's you trusting yourself. I really hope I explained that well, because I'm not really doing this, and I'm moving on to my next chapter. I am running out of time. He who is work shy will never achieve permanent success. Oh, holy crap. You can't be shy. You gotta trust yourself. You gotta have some wealth, and you can get the help, and you can find out what you can do with yourself. Do it with yourself and say, hey. So yeah, transition. Lesson 39: How to use life's opportunities wisely. This one, a little interesting. Definitely long, so I didn't really do anything. And the guy who wrote it was Randolph Waldo Emerson. So compensation basically is the best way to think about this, the second to last chapter. Sadly to say, I'm going to use Breaking Bad here. I'm thinking about the war of the drugs, right? Walter knew he could cook. He knew he was pretty much the best at it, since it was 99 or 98% pure, yada yada yada. So he knew his compensation was always going to be great, because he was already great in that stature of making meth. Anyway, it's the fact that he understands how much he's getting in return is why it's important, because when you enter things and when you enter opportunities in life that you know you're getting well compensated for, that's when you know to use things wisely. Use your choice motor in your brain wisely. All right, and lesson 40: How to swap a losing strategy. So the two business experts are Aaron Udis and Jack Tarrant, and they get a book called Getting to the Top Fast. I like that title. And they learned this obviously from Franklin, and it was just something. Here, I'll read the last sentence of how it kind of sums it up. If there is eventually going to be a different way, anyway, let's cooperate with Mother Nature and make it a successful you. So it's really the whole point to keen on this is that life is going to throw something at you that you won't expect, and this is kind of like the losing strategy here. It's because you think that you have this idea ready to go, ready on command and everything, but if you do not know how to structure it well, it's gonna seem like a losing strategy because you don't know what to do with it. Anything you don't know what to do with, you're almost losing, because you think making it sit there and not utilizing it is gonna work. No, you have to use everything you have for a purpose to promote you. When life throws something at you that you know you're going to keep, you have to use it to keen it and change your strategy for it, because it's something life has given you. It can come from anybody. It can be a sentimental word from an elderly woman, from elderly family. It can be a little toy that your younger cousin made you, or younger sister or brother. It's the fact that when you gave it that same emotion when you looked at it, that's kind of that same mindset you want to give other situations now. Everybody always loves to share things. And when you share things in one way, in a good vibe and that person now feels content on the day, other people are going to want to know. Or at least other people should want to know, because you have now realized the best way to give people a good feeling about their lives. So, that's why it ends on this lesson. Lesson 40 is really interesting, swapping a losing strategy. Because if you receive something that you think is worthless, you're going to try and just hold it off to the side. Hopefully you don't get rid of it. But if you do, you might regret it. And then you're going to realize you could use it for this and that. And then that's a losing strategy thought right there, because you're not really winning the things that you thought you were doing now. It's just all about keening it down, seeing where you are in the world, what you want to do, of course, as all the other semesters have been teaching you. But this semester really wants to tell you that when you receive something, you want to use it for its best abilities and then give that feeling back. If you really expose your child to knowledge, you're only gaining experience for her in another time. And of course, that time I'm speaking of is the future. This one's weird only because I like to talk past the present with it, because it's it developed me who I was today. I would get gifts all the time, and I used to like getting them, but that's all I used to like, was getting them. So how I used to channel that out was I used to give people things. I used to say, here, just take it. I don't want it. You like it. Have it, man. It's on me. Like, really. It's on the house. Is basically how I put it. And people loved it for it. Like, people loved that about me. They loved my caring abilities that I had at such a young age. Like, I had this card, and I gave it to my brother because he lost his whole deck. And I was sitting there thinking, it is a card. It was one of the most valuable cards of its time. But I gave him that playing card just because I knew that it had such a high level of achievement, you finding it and having it, that my deck, I had a deck full of cards. Like, I knew that all I had to do was give him that experience, and hopefully it would bring him back to where he was. Now, if he would have had it and kept it now in mint condition, it might have been probably a lot more. I don't know. I'm not searching up Yu-Gi-Oh cards anymore. It is important to give back experiences from objects you have received. And it is, to me, like, it's almost like vice versa for that fact, is that you want to give an object for an experience you've received. And you want to just find out where people are in their lives and figure out how you want to do that. Because it's all about giving things back, and you want to find out who would utilize it the most. That's kind of how success works, because you're then helping out others finding their goal. So, I'm done here. Semester 8 is done. Still got to do another one today, though. So, I'm about to edit this, chop and screw it up. Probably end up starting soon. But I would change my hat or change my shirt. Oh! Follow me on I got a new Twitter name. Still same Twitter account though. Just had to change it up. It's called Blessed Joey B. It's kind of my nickname. You haven't figured that out yet. So if you are a Twitter fan and you already follow me, you'll realize that the A means something else. But I mean, it's my own little thing. It's not like it's supposed to be anything deep. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that down there. I need to do WordPress. I would do WordPress, but I'll do it when I'll let you know when it's out there, okay? This is the best way to put it. WordPress blog is for me. I like it. It's not really for you guys. This is for you guys. But, yeah. So be cool, people. Live your lives. Find out what experiences you want to give, okay? I'm out. Have fun. And be well.